Welcome back here, 2015 Millennium World Cup. I'm Matty Marshall, alongside and privileged, actually very happy to have Oliver Lang and Nick Sloviak. And we are getting into the second semifinal matchup between Edmonton Impact and Houston Heat. Boys, what do you think about this matchup? Nick, we'll start with you.
It's something we've all seen before.
Yes,
you know,
we have.
and the big thing about this game is that whoever wins this match right now is going to be the series champions. So both these teams are tied with points for the series. I've seen both these teams play countless times. Throughout the Millennium, these teams have battled it out, and I'm going to give the slight edge to Impact.
Oliver, what are you thinking, man? Who do you think has the advantage in this one?
Wow, it's a serious match, huh? I don't know. It's hard to say. Impact has really come a long way, and they've really built a great team, and they've done exceptionally well the last year and this year. So again, like Nick said, I think I'll give the slight advantage to Impact. But you know, you never know with these Russian guys, man. If they really want to play, they really want to turn it on, they're pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, the game that they played after, they did lose a game in the preliminary rounds, and the game after that loss, they were just slaughtering people out there, and they looked really good. Federov really struggled in their loss and then came back and started going up the center, kind of like you were doing, and he was just handling business up there. So, Impact on your screen right now, and there's Houston Heat about to get ready to play this first point here, and title implications on the line, as Nick was saying. The winner of this game will advance to the final and also be the series champion. So off the break, Impact loses Justin Rabackoff.
So now we're gonna have 5-on-4 here. You see a nice move up on the snake side from Impact. Oh, 2 down from Impact now.
Yeah, Rainey getting shot out of that really small back bunker. Keith Brown, who's really been a standout player for Impact here, snake side. Almost got a shot on Federov.
No, he took a bounce. He took a bounce. Lots of bounces this weekend, I will say.
Yeah, it's really surprised me, too, with the colder weather, with how brittle some of this paint's been. I know when we played you, Oliver, you bounced me like 3 or 4 times, and I was cut out to the snake side. And I was like, no way, man.
Oh,
no
I got
way.
bounced, too. I got bounced, too, brother.
Yeah, so Keith Brown was one of the 3 players out there. I don't know if you guys caught that point, but...
The 3-on-5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was impressive. Him making the snake on the break in a situation like that. And this
running
isn't
and shooting, too.
Yeah, and this is not the easiest snake to make, and I would have thought that he would have got.
But see, I really like how Heat's playing this. You know, they're up 2 bodies, and they're just kind of playing very smart and, you know, methodical at this point. Now Keith Brown's going to sneak in the snake. Looks like he might have got clipped. Yep, got clipped. But at the same time, Zach
getting taken out as well. So that's going to make it really rough for
5-on-1 here.
Yeah, and now here comes.
And I think Josh got clipped going over there. Which is lucky. That could have been a 1-for-1.
Yeah. Joshua Met looked like he did get clipped in his pack on the desperation run out wide. So Houston Heat looking real solid here in this first point.
See Jason Trojan there on your screen, pacing back and forth. Bart, the mind's behind the team right there. Bart's thinking, look at those deep thoughts, huh? What is he thinking? What is he thinking, Nick?
Probably thinking that first point was terrible.
Yeah, he was definitely thinking that. Chewing his pen a little bit, but you know, it's a long match, and that's what's cool about paintball is you really don't know who's gonna win.
You never know what's gonna happen.
It really is such an interesting sport because there are so many variables, and it's hard to say after the first point.
So talk to me a little bit how you feel that this layout has been throughout the tournament and how the plays have been developing out here. The first day it didn't seem like many people were going towards that snake side as much as the second day, because most people go down the D side, and then when the gun switched that way, people were starting to make the snake off the break.
Yeah, it's actually,
you were going up in the center a lot.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty well-rounded field, if you ask me. I like it when fields are hard to get to the 50-yard line spots. You know, like it's not easy to get to the snake, it's not easy to get to that 50 Dorito. And it really makes players work for it. And it's one of those games where, you know, you look left and they go right, you know? And so I like that. And sometimes over here in the Millennium, they make some fields so powerful on one side, and there's so much emphasis on one side. And really any team, if they're lucky or if they get a bounce or whatever it may be, can fly down that side, and you can't stop it. And so this field's great, I think, because it allows you to actually play some paintball for a little bit, you know?
It has been, it's been definitely a field in where you, like you said, you have to earn those moves. And I like seeing that too. It's been tough for teams to live off the break, though. I've seen very rarely does both teams start 5-on-5.
Yeah. That Dorito side has been actually become harder to make it to. As you see, Justin Rabackoff got shot that last game.
So here we go.
Especially in the finals, the shots get so much more crisp.
Yeah, everyone's on point right now. So Houston Heat up by 1 over Edmonton Impact here in the semifinals.
Here you go. You see Keith Brown make it all the way to the snake. Beautiful. One died out of Houston Heat. Also, J-Rab dies again. And it looks like a bounce, maybe. No. See, now if Keith Brown would just come down this the snake.
Well, Keith Brown's focused on just tearing people to bits across field. And then Keith
Brown, from Heat.
Yeah, but Keith Brown gets shot out of the snake. And so, yeah, Heat, tons of bodies walking off at the same time. And the last Impact players are looking over the tops of their bunkers, trying to count the bodies. And like, oh, yep, they're all dead.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Greg Siewers got a 1-for-1.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he got clipped in his pack, I think, by Rainey on the break. The refs came over and checked it. And it's been Sergey now the last 2 points in the back center shooting at that can for J-Rab. Like Oliver, you were talking, getting out to that Dorito side, those lanes are pretty wide open.
Yeah.
If you've got a good shooter, crisp shooter in the back center, it's a tough spot to make, man.
Yeah, it's just the only downside is when you're in that can or that cone in the back center and you don't shoot the guy. Then you're struggling a little bit. But once you shoot him, you're having some fun.
Yeah, that's a small spot too.
Yeah,
I shoot a lot of guys in there.
I got stuck there versus these guys. I was like, this is not cool.
Remember the cones? The cones were the old school bunkers. Yeah,
cones.
I'm glad they brought them back. They're kind of just there. No one really plays them too much, but they're playing. I actually got into those center ones a couple times.
Yeah,
you were against the ML Kings.
If you can get into it and you can play super tight and you can cut off the lane, it's valuable. But other than that, it's pretty death.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the bunker of death, but man, I saw a lot of guys lose gunfights out of that spot. It's not a great gunfighting platform for sure.
Even you'll be shooting out the right-hand side and get shot in the left-hand side shoulder, and you're like, wait a second, what happened there?
Thought I was good.
But the Doritos have actually kind of been a little bit. I would say, if you guys would agree with me, they've been a little bit unutilized. I feel like not too many guys flying down those Doritos.
Well, day one, it felt to me, at least for what I was seeing up here, was that was where the majority of the aggression was going down.
Right.
Because guys were having a hard time making the snake. Guys were getting shot even going out wide on the snake side.
Right.
So just by default, a lot of the action was going down. The middle not really utilized at all day one.
Right.
Not as much, at least especially in the beginning of the day. You played the middle. You're actually the first guy to start going up in the middle and start hunting up there. But then as the tournament developed, people really started learning how to get in here on the snake side. And honestly, people started making it off the break. Like, Keith Brown was one of the guys.
I like that. I like throwing Keith into that snake second point. That's a good call on Bart's play there.
That's been kind of Bart's default almost, is when they get pushed to the wall and they have a bad point. Not every time, so it hasn't been that predictable, but I think he's done it 3 or 4 times now. They lose a point or they're getting the momentum stolen from him, and then they send Keith to the snake off the break and he makes it.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
you're
that.
right.
I like that.
Yeah,
so you got impact on your screen here. Rainey Stanzak shooting. Rainey Stanzak shooting for that corner guy. Let's see if they make it on Heat.
Well, they try to send Keith again to the snake off the break. He gets shot even before he gets close this time. So trying to go to the well twice in a row. Didn't work out this time. That's going to give a little advantage for Heat.
And they also lost the corner guy. So 3 guys down now on impact.
And here comes Sergey up the center for Houston Heat, and he's going to get right up to the 50-yard line.
He's going to come and get some blood here. I feel it. Here it is. Here
Nice
it is.
scope
Here it
comes
is. Here
through
it
on
is.
the
Here
run.
it is. Oh.
Against Justin.
Yeah, he traded out with Justin. That still leaves Joshua Met, I think, again, last player left alive.
Only one alive here. It looks like Chad George's gun is down here in the snake.
Yeah, so Joshua Met gets chicken winged by Chad George coming out of that spot. So now Houston Heat with a slight 1-point lead here, 12 minutes and 26 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't understand that how that works, but it is interesting. Like what you're saying in the beginning of the event, people were getting shot going to the side, going to this,
Yeah.
And then it changed. I think in the beginning of the event, people play a little bit more loose, if that makes sense. And they're kind of experimenting, trying different shots. And then once they think I can't do this or I can do this, they kind of start buckling down and stop experimenting, and then sometimes they make it.
Well, it definitely narrows your options down to what is the most effective and what's going to be the biggest, highest percentage play, depending on what spot you actually are in, on the field. But it was interesting. The center was the most underutilized spot, except for a couple guys, and you were one of those guys. So talk me through why were you the first guy to attack in the center?
Well, see, the thing is the center of this M is always just such a calamity, to tell you the truth. It's like, there's so many bounce shots, and, the referees are coming in there. They're always checking. There's so much paint in there that whenever you get in there, you get called from the sidelines. They tell you that you're there. And, it kind of makes it hard, and everybody squeezes on you. But if you can slink in there and kind of get sneaky, then you're able to make the most of it. And, a couple games I did it, and I had the freedom. But when you're playing a good team, they're always pumping it in there, and it's hard in there.
And not even shooting at you, because they may not know where you are, but they're just putting tons of streams of paint into different parts of that bunker and hoping that maybe a ball will bounce off one side of it and hit you, and that happens.
I mean, whenever I know there's a guy in the center, I'm just shooting in there blindly, hoping that something rattles around and, clips you.
You've been carrying a lot of paint recently, too. I know this year you haven't been playing in the States, but the past couple seasons, I've been seeing you, and there's a couple events you were running up to the center with like 14 pods on your back.
Yeah, I think having a lot of paint is a big advantage either way, no matter where you play. I mean, I like to shoot my gun the whole time. So here we go.
On the breakout now, Houston Heat. Split sides, and Edmonton Impact on your right, Houston Heat on your left of the split screen breakout.
You see Heat doubled up there. I saw Justin Rabackoff check his elbow, so it looks like he might have got bounced, huh?
Yeah, he definitely got bounced, and that's been, I think, Sergey the last couple rounds. We saw that last point. Heat sent Greg Siewers to the corner, which seemed to work out well for him. Now Greg makes that can. He's in good.
But see, I like games like this. Here now we got 5-on-5, and now we're going to really get some of the true, authentic paintball minds come into play here,
Yeah, we haven't seen time only played a factor in one match, and it was in the Nations Cup yesterday afternoon.
Oh, it looks like Fedorov just got shot. Yep. But Sergey's there to take that over. That spot
and the syndicate game too.
That spot that Sergey and Fedorov are in, that was what in the beginning of the tournament I thought was like this really great safe house bunker, but you were playing that a lot.
Yeah.
It's not an easy bunker.
It's not an easy bunker to play, and I mean the one thing that really can mess you up is the bounce shot off the tall can now that the impact player's in. I'm not sure if that's Zach.
That's Zach.
Yeah. So Zach's in there. I learned the hard way, and Sergey gets shot.
Yeah,
now,
Zach
maybe
shot him too.
On the inside of that can. I mean, it is definitely a tough spot to play. And I say when I was playing against you guys, I would just wrap and look to try and get out of there as fast as I possibly could, because it is a useful spot. Like you saw that Heat had it doubled up. You can really lock down the Dorito side. Chad George taking one.
Zach shot him too. Zach's feasting. Zach's gonna come up now and do exactly what Sergey did the last game.
Yeah, Zach 2 confirmed kills, make it 3. He might have traded out with the last one, though, but hey, he did his damage. So.
And look, Cornel's in the snake. That guy knows how to play the snake better than most.
Greg Siewers going to take it now.
Yes, so Justin Cornel finishing it off for Edmonton Impact here on the snake side after the wrecking ball of Zach Yachimic came through getting 3 confirmed.
Zach Yachimic's playing awesome. He's been playing good for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Last 2 is
he's really stepped up. He's always been good because he came and played with you guys down Dynasty.
I was not on Dynasty
ago.
at that point, but
you were on
yes.
the Ironman at the time.
Yes.
When I talked to Dave about this last year, when we really started to notice that Zach had really started to become one of the best guys out there, and he had said he totally agreed with me, and he said, look, man, to be honest, and this wasn't even on air, this is when we were just kind of talking after the end of an event, and we were talking about Zach. I was like, hey, Zach played great this weekend. He's like, man, I'll tell you straight up, Zach, after all, he's like, all the teams have played. I'm like, yeah, he's like, he's the most consistent guy I've ever played
absolutely,
with.
Yeah. Well, it's nice because their team is really starting to blossom into a team, They've been, Bart's handpicked up a couple players, and they've done their due diligence as players now, all of them, for quite some time. So it's about time that they're starting to really blossom and win tournaments, And then a guy like Zach, who maybe wasn't in the spotlight for so long, he just is a solid player, and with solid players shine. When good teams become a good team.
Yeah, he's won an MVP. He actually last year was MVP at one event. You can see looking in the pits there. There's Bart Yachimic. Talking
and Dave Baines giving him some little pat. Usually they have Dave on the sidelines. I wonder what the difference is with that.
It's been like that for most of Millennium.
Okay.
He's been
in the pit.
Yeah, he's been in the pit. And I think Bart, one of the events, it was either Germany or London.
Wasn't here.
So Dave was the.
But his voice is so powerful on that sidelines if they're gonna.
Yeah, and it's a nice thing to have, with Dave and all the experience and all the teams he's played on. Bart could be watching one thing, and when he's watching the other, the team comes in and they bring that together. And say, hey.
It's pretty huge to watch your team and then have another coach watch the other team to see what is going on.
Exactly.
Well, another thing about Impact, I feel, that helped propel them to become the team they are now was all those second places they took 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, they've been getting their ass beat by a lot of us for a long time.
and after a while, it gets a little old.
Oh, absolutely. And then actually those second places, that's why I changed my number to 2. Those second places, those will get you to number 1,
Yeah, I remember that one year when we started Excessive and we took second place 5 times in a row.
And that eats you up. And then you guys went on a rampage.
Yeah, it's so, but that's what builds that furnace.
Look at the shot. I love the shot.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous site here in Chantilly.
Disappears.
Yeah, Chantilly, France.
Justin digging into that spot now. Doesn't want to get shot. 5 guys alive again.
Yeah, Justin Cornel on your screen.
Oh.
Back corner bunker here for
That's
Edmonton back, but
Josh
they lose.
Ahmet.
Yeah,
and
Josh
they lose
Ahmet.
Chad George, so 4 on 4. 4 on 4.
And no one in the snake right now. You can tell that Cornel wants to make something happen.
And they got Malloy in the Zamired bunker in the snake corner, which those bunkers are so hard to play, man. I played him a couple times. Yeah, those M's. Oh, geez. The paint just comes all over. You never know when you never know when to come up because you might just catch one.
Rainey getting at that back center. As you can see, the line on the right-hand side of your screen for impact. Cornel getting checked out by the referee.
Looks like he took a skim, huh?
Yeah, he definitely took one off the wrist, it looked like.
But you can see on your screen in our beautiful wide angle here, no one in the snake for either team right now, though bodies over here for impact.
Oh, gosh, another bounce, huh?
Sergey making a move up for Houston Heat.
Who bounced him,
I don't know. You know what? Unless there's a bounce shot off the tape side of that Medusa that might have hit him on the other side. I don't know.
But, you know, good strategic. Oh, look at a nice move from Justin Rabackoff out to that Dorito 1, and then matched by Greg Siewers out to that corner.
And then now Cornel makes his move into the snake.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think Justin gets shot. Yep, Justin.
Sergey, so as Justin Rabackoff gets shot on the D side, Sergey mirrors the move of Cornel, so both teams have a player in the snake. Sergey for Houston Heat, and Justin Cornel for Edmonton Impact.
Is that Sergey? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sergey. They all switched their headgear up, so I couldn't tell Mishka and Sergey apart.
See Malloy moving out. Oh, but Sergey gets shot. So now it's 3 on 3. 3 on 3, Justin Cornel in the snake.
Justin Cornel winning the snake bottle.
If he gets down to the, no, I think he's in a good spot now. But there's nobody on the Dorito side for Edmonton Impact, which gives Greg Siewers a little bit of freedom. And Greg has become a very creative player as well.
Yes,
and solid.
And Rainey, so
and
Greg shoots Rainey.
Shoots Rainey.
Say Rainey's been that shooting crossfield all game, just trying to contain Greg.
Yeah, tied up at 2 here, so this is a very crucial momentum swift to the points.
3 players alive for Houston Heat and 2 players on Impact. Wow, look at there's Zach just doing the dance from every bunker, huh?
Yeah, he's played.
Malloy's trying to figure out what to do here. If Malloy gets shot, though, could be bad.
Oh, ref's in there checking him out, and he's clean.
That ref likes to.
That ref was spazzing out, man.
He likes to pull some penalties too.
So Malloy just posted up on Justin Cornel. Justin Cornel puts Malloy in. Malloy forced to look inside, and he's going to run the highway. Here comes the highway.
Oh, look at that! He shot him first. He got him. He shot him first.
So Malloy
beautiful.
Malloy not able to get Justin Cornel. Justin Cornel still alive, and now pushing past the 50-yard line.
Greg Siewers is all the way on their side.
Zach fills out to the Dorito 1.
He's going to shoot him right there. That a boy, Cornel.
Oh, but Siewers runs down. Oh, no, does he?
So the referees looks like they're calling out.
Siewers,
Siewers missed.
And Justin Cornel
left
alive over here. And also Zach Yachimic was still alive too.
Wow. Yeah, Siewers went to go run him down. He missed him.
You know, at the pro level though, when it's 3 on 2, man, you really you can't lose those. You know.
You know, and that was Impact's problem. The game they lost against Outrage, I think it was, or I can't remember. They lost to a French team, but every 2 on 2 and 3 on 3 they played, or when they were even up bodies, I think they lost. Which they had, I'd say, I'm in the same hotel as those guys. Bart came down on them.
It was Outrage, yeah.
Bart came down on those guys pretty hard.
Dude, Outrage is a good team. They've been one of those teams that can definitely beat you when you are not prepared. We played them a couple years ago with Dynasty, and they know how to shoot really well off the break. And I mean, they're a pretty solid French team, I will say. You know, so
they had a great event here.
Yeah, they did.
Until today, but
who'd they play in a Syndicate? Huh? Yeah. They almost beat Syndicate, no?
They were winning 4-2, I think it was. And Syndicate came back.
Syndicate had an awesome comeback, and they ended up winning 5-4. But yeah, Outrage had a really good event here.
Good for them. I like to see the French team do well in France.
Well, the French teams are strong all the way down. The way that the way they have paintball now in the countries over here in Europe is kind of impressive. What they're doing in Germany, what they're doing here in France with the National Series.
Yeah. I mean, the German leagues are gigantic. I played in some of the DPLs, and they've got, I think, something ridiculous amount of teams, 300 teams or something like that.
Who do you play with over there?
I play with the Cologne Hurricanes. Yes.
Does Cologne get a lot of hurricanes?
They get a few. A few, yes. Just one, actually.
So, Oliver, are you going to come back and play the World Cup in the States?
It's a great question, Maddie. I do not know yet. I am in the States now. I came home for Alex Frazier's wedding. You were there. In fact, you were the minister.
I was the minister.
Great job, by the way.
I appreciate that.
If you guys need to get married, hire Maddie Marshall. And so, yeah, I'm home now, or I'm in California now. And I think what I'll do is I'll go out to practice and see where everybody's at. But I don't want to just come in and be like, hey, move over, kids, I'm here.
I can see what you're saying.
So, yeah, they might need even just a little boost. Maybe even if I come out and help coach them or just give them a little bit of moral support, I think that's worth it.
So you are going to – I think it's totally worth it. Well, because they had when you weren't around and we were talking about it, they were actually excited that you potentially were going to come back. Alex was pretty stoked on it. Yosh was too. They were like, if we think Oliver's going to come back for World Cup. I was like, really? And they're like, well, he's not sure yet, but we think he's going to come back.
Well, I don't want to make any guarantees, and I'm trying to live pretty spontaneously at this moment in my life. But I think it'll work out, yeah. So we'll see.
Well, they want you back. It sounds like you do want to be there. I do respect that, though. You don't want to just come in and demand
home,
your right of way.
Scoot
I'm back,
over.
boys. All right, everyone get out of the way.
No, that's not it. You know me. I'm a team guy. And whatever I can do to help the team, if it is playing, it's playing. If it's just being there for moral support or filling pods, I'm into it. So we'll see.
Well, here we go. About to watch this next point here. And the eye in the sky breakout cam.
Oh, man,
on
Justin
your left.
Rabackoff got bounced
Impact
again.
on your right. So Justin Rabackoff.
And Mishka got shot, and Malloy got shot.
And
so 3 on 4.
Justin Cornel got shot.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Cornel's one body drop.
It's 4 impact, 3 heat, and but see, watch. I bet heat. Watch heat on this point, because they don't want to go down 2 now. They're gonna play super tight. Watch for Federov to have a game here.
So
Rainey
now,
up in the center. Or sorry, no, Zach again.
No, that was
That's
Rainey.
Rainey.
Yeah, Rainey up into that center.
Zach's right there.
And that's a spot that
Rain dance.
both of you guys have played that spot. That
Yeah.
spot is really good to shut the snake down from
Absolutely. Just being there puts a thorn in the snake. It makes him think, oh man, I can't go.
They have to worry about you because it's kind of tough to put you in. You can just stay there and just tuck in and just shoot balls through that lane to keep them out of the snake.
Well, yeah, and I mean the one thing too that makes it a little difficult is you are in a direct line with where Sergey's at, right? So Sergey, if you're playing a little too loose, right, Sergey can clip the front of your loader, and all Fedorov has to do is check off on Keith Brown in that corner and wrap around and put Rainey right in.
Watch for Keith. It's really Keith's move to. Oh, look at this. That's the nice retreat, huh?
Fedorov, tactical retreat,
Triage.
back corner bunker. Yeah, doing triage over here.
See, I didn't put that on Fedorov. I figured Fedorov would have snapshotted Josh Ahmet, gone to the snake. Oh, but Sergey will do that instead.
So
And he gets him.
Yeah, so Sergey gets
Running
through
and
Rainey's lane, is able to take out Rainey.
Justin Rabackoff making a move now into the Dorito 2.
But they don't know that they're in the snake.
Well,
Keith Brown needs to get in the snake.
Well, Keith Brown just moved up one bunker on your screen right now.
He's had the ball for a little bit now. Greg Siewers isn't looking at him, but I think you see Fedorov playing over the top of that back corner.
He's backed up way off of it.
Yeah, he's backed off way off it.
Yeah, he's shooting cross at Justin Rabackoff
He's getting
right
sneaky.
now.
So now you 3 on 3. We got a game.
Yeah, we do have a game. 5 minutes and 32 seconds left to go.
But yeah, you guys are right. The move here is for Keith Brown to get into that snake because up until right now, no one's shooting at him.
If Keith almost just got shot right now, he's got to be careful.
Then the game's pretty.
Yeah, that'll be it because Sergey.
Josh Ahmet takes one from the snake. He looks inside, right into Sergey's gun. Which, hey, maybe if, say Keith gets in the snake, he can take some of that pressure off Josh, but he has yet to do that.
I think Sergey's been the most consistent guy in heat this entire weekend.
Sergey's super good, dude.
So now Keith Brown, it's all on him right now. Only player over here, snake side on your screen. Right in front of him is Sergey, there you can see, in the snake.
But Justin's got some good position over there. But Sergey's going to move up and get an angle on him.
A little bit better angle from there.
Yeah, he's going to have to move at least to the next one to get a clear shot.
Greg Siewers is playing in this nice blind over there. But
Fedorov's still alive behind Sergey, which is huge, because that's going to let Sergey have to worry less about Keith potentially running him down.
Yeah, and Justin might have moved. I don't see him anymore.
But Fedorov's looking cross field. Fedorov's not looking in front of Sergey right now.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so Justin still is not Dorito 2.
You can hear Tim Montressor from the other side, yeah. Here comes Sergey.
Sergey's going to fully commit, and he runs down Keith Brown, and looks like he might have stayed alive. I don't know. He's begging the referees there.
Oh, and Sergey does get eliminated.
First.
That was a big move, actually. I mean, I would not have guessed that, but that was he came from the snake too, all the way to come bunker him, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he knew he had Fedorov behind him, right? It's a 2-on-1 on this side.
Fedorov has no paint, though.
And the rule here is you cannot pick paint up off the ground.
I dislike that
yeah,
rule.
I'm right there with you, man.
I dislike that rule. It makes no sense to me at all.
So now Fedorov up to the 50-yard line.
Almost kicks the ref in the head.
No paint on his back, down to what's left in his hopper.
But Justin Rabackoff, an outstanding shot. You know, if he...
well, we've seen a 2-on-1 pulled off. Actually, Syndicate was eliminated in the last match, but Malty Borman pulled off a 2-on-1 to save the day for Syndicate in one of their prelim games.
Uh-oh, here comes Greg. Uh-oh, here comes Fedorov.
And so Fedorov's going to commit. Let's see if he can get a shot in on him, and he did. So Fedorov's still alive, and he's going to run in and hit that buzzer.
Oh, that was sweet jump. Did you see that move? I like that one.
Air Moscow.
Of course, Fedorov invents the cool move. He jumps on the back bunker and bounces and hits the thing.
That's not his first time he's done that.
No, it's not.
No.
Extra style points.
No, he's done that a couple
Well,
times.
this is going to tie it up if he's clean at 3 apiece with just 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
I want a replay of that.
The bounce off the back.
To the bounce to hit the buzzer.
Unfortunately, that doesn't give you bonus points. That's just one.
No, there are no style points here for paintball.
No style
points. It doesn't
points.
always need to look pretty.
Remember style points back in the day?
I do remember style points.
we had a style point competition a couple times. I think Todd Martinez won that.
Yeah.
He was extremely stylish.
Yeah, well, he essentially...
Is this pre-fro?
Well, no, this is long
necessarily-
ago. This was like the early 2000s, and so coming over here, there was a race to see who could have the most stylish bunker move, and it evolved to the point where guys were bunkering, shooting guys behind their back,
yeah,
under
through the
their
legs. I did a
Somebody tried to do a cartwheel.
I think.
I'm not even kidding. This is. I know you're in shock, but this really happened. It was in England.
I want video of this.
It was in England.
This isn't documented.
This is pre-video.
This is pre-video. Someone has it maybe on their Nokia phone.
A series of very blurry images.
See, I kind of had Houston Heat on that point. Although they lost 2 guys off the break, you know, they know how to buckle down and not make mistakes.
Well, again, this game is for the series title right now.
Well, I think, like you say, Fedorov making that move to shoot cross field, and then Keith Brown. I mean, when I watched him move up, no one was shooting at him. When Fedorov was committed cross field, Greg was heads up with Rabackoff, and Sergey was in the snake one shooting crossfield at Josh Ahmet. There was no one shooting at Keith for a good, it looked like 20 seconds.
When they had 5 guys live, it was Keith's move to get into that snake, and he didn't take it. He took it a little too late, and then they lost Rainey. And Sergey, see, he did that amazing shot and went right into the snake.
I think Sergey making those moves is really what sealed the
That's
deal
what it did.
and put Heat in the best chance to let them close the game out.
Yeah, he made the move to Fedorov's bunker, put Rainey in, and then ran and shot to the snake one and shot Rainey.
A little unorthodox because Fedorov ran backwards, which I would have thought Fedorov would have done that move.
Yeah,
and then he let Sergey come in and look super cool.
Well, yeah, he let Sergey
but
steal
then
all the
he did the bounce buzzer.
Yeah, so he made it up at the end.
Redeemed himself.
Yeah,
you know?
so it's all tied up right now. And
looks like we're going to get a timeout. Yeah, Impact is yet to take the field.
This would be a smart time to call a timeout.
This would be. But where has Mishka been? I haven't been able to. Oh, he's been
playing.
He's been getting shot to that. Yeah, okay.
And also for all you guys at home, this game is brought to you by Drom Paintball. Actually, Kevin Klum's company.
Oh,
one-on-one champion.
Yeah, the one-on-one champion,
Super.
Kevin Klum, doing big things with Drom. So please support us here. We're trying to bring you guys the best broadcast we can, and it's important to have sponsors. Money makes the world go round.
It's huge to support each other. Very huge.
So Jason Trojan talking to his guys out there, and he's going to jog back.
This is, again, for the series title. This is much more of a much bigger game than what people are watching and thinking of. This is a whole year, actually, right now.
It's riding on the line right now.
And it's 3-3. You're looking at Houston Heat on your screen right there.
I mean, obviously, they want to win the tournament, too, but you got to win this one to even get a chance in the finals. And whoever wins this will be the series champions.
You're watching Fedorov right there.
Josh Ahmet tries to stay in the back center and shoot.
So
gets picked off, laying out.
1 dead on impact. 5 on 4.
You're looking at impact on your screen right now. Down a body.
2 bodies for Heat in that temple again.
Yep, Sergey.
They're roommates.
Fedorov, yeah, duo. Yeah.
They're roommating.
And Sergey was a roommate of Fedorov and didn't even play paintball.
That's sweet.
And then he brought him out and just started dominating on people and was like, hey, you should play in the Russian Legion.
Right. Dude, you've got a great
Russian
Russian
you have a
accent.
great Russian
Having
accent.
those guys as teammates for 3 years
kind
of taught me a lot.
Can you commentate the next couple points in just your Russian Legion accent?
All right, Justin Cornel moves up to the snake side tower. is shooting inside.
Let me light your
This
cigarette.
is great. Yeah, you need a cigarette
Спасибо,
right now.
Oliver Lake.
So right now, Heat with a one-body advantage over Impact. It's all tied up at 3 and only 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. So time starting to tick off this clock with the series title at stake here.
Yeah.
In this semifinal matchup.
Greg
Siewers
dies.
though, first to walk off for Houston Heat.
And you're gonna see a big fill.
Yeah, Sergey takes a big bite.
Wow.
He's able to make it.
But Justin Rabackoff made it out to that Dorito side.
Corner.
So you're seeing 4-on-4. Rainey coming back. Looks like he might have got a bounce.
Oh man, he's asking for a check. No refs checking him out.
Yeah, Rainey's asking,
and then
he's
he's
going to keep
playing.
going.
Hey.
Josh Ahmed breaking a little bit of paint. Oh, Justin Rabackoff gets dinked out of that corner.
That's definitely not a kill. It's not the kill you want.
That's not the kill you want.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is not shaping up for Impact. And quite frankly, if Heat does it right and they play it right now really well, they could win this match in this point.
Yeah, Sergey, good
Yeah,
fill
they're really
out.
good. Because there's only 1 minute and 24 seconds left.
Yeah, time is such a crucial. Oh, look at this, and Sergey gets to the Dorito too.
If somebody doesn't die in the next 20 seconds, we could be going to an overtime period here to decide this. Because you know as it goes down, when the time's starting to tick off, you start questioning, okay, should I, it's still 3-on-3 or 4-on-3, should I make this move right now?
No, I don't question that. I usually make the move.
Oh, wow, what a shot by Justin Cornel to wrap low on Fedorov.
Oh, look at that, 90 seconds left, 2-on-3. 2-on-3.
Yeah, can they close this game out?
No, it's
seal the
3-on-3.
deal?
It's 3-on-3. Sergey's in the Dorito 2. Mishka's in the corner.
Yeah, but there's only 2 Impact.
No, there's 3. Warren.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he died.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
2-on-3.
Not a lot of time left.
40 seconds. 40 seconds. The thing is I will put my money that Fedorov will come down.
Fedorov's dead.
Fedorov will not come down. Sergey will come down to win this.
Well, now it's Justin Cornel trying to make the move, but he gets shot cross field, and here comes Sergey again, who's been the stud for Houston Heat. See Chad George trying to get in there.
See, that's a bad move on Justin Cornel's part, 100%. No need to do that at that point. That's the worst thing you can do. If you're gonna
You said you'd make the move, though.
No, but
not
there
that
comes to a certain time where you're going to make the move, but you're not going to make the move in 25 seconds or 30 seconds because that just gives them enough time to come back if your move doesn't work.
That was the point I was trying to make earlier.
I got you. Okay.
So now you can see tense moments here in Edmonton Impact pits as Houston Heat taking that point, and yeah, Bart had to blow the horn to give himself enough time to score a quick one here to try to tie it up.
I should have been sooner.
He should have been on that sooner. Yeah.
So
exactly.
as soon as you see JC get shot.
Totally.
So now Impact forced to try to score around a 19-second point to try to tie this one up.
I have seen it been done before.
Yeah, I've seen it been done before too.
It's super hard against.
Sitting here next to me on my right-hand side.
It's super hard though against the Les Rochons. But that was my French accent.
It was good. I can't do French.
I'm not even gonna attempt. Not even gonna attempt it.
You got to get a couple accents under your belt, Matty, because you're up here quite a bit, and then you could throw people off on who's commentating.
I got the American accent down pat.
You have the Californian accent down pat.
Was that Texas? That sounded more Texas to me.
Texas. No, I don't know Texas.
Y'all.
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 I guess Texan, yeah.
So there's Bart Yachimic, and looking in the pits with his younger son, Zane. So I don't know, what play do you think they're going to run?
Keith Brown to the snake?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a play that the Russians are going to shoot them all. And
well,
then,
you know what happened early on, right? The first 2-3 points, people were getting shot in the break left and right.
You're right.
You know, we've seen, now you say Justin Rabackoff's been digging out to that can, Greg Siewers the same way. These have been gunfights people are dropping now. It's not getting lane. So, if they can concentrate their guns, impact, and get some good kills, they can shoot. If Greg Siewers is out there, they can shoot him from the can and go up the middle and lock up the middle into the M and lock off that side and push.
So this is what I was saying. That's what I meant before. Is when you're 3, yeah, you can chill. When you're 4, there's a time where you got to go.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Let's see what happens. 19
here we go.
Seconds left.
Down to the nitty-gritty here. And on the breakout, it is Keith Brown all the way to the snake. Zach Yachimic right behind him. Here comes Justin Cornel at the center.
Nobody comes off the field for Houston Heat, though.
Two bodies are dying.
Yeah, so Keith Brown, he gets shot. Rainey Stanzik gets shot as well, too. And
9
here comes the push. They got to go. It doesn't matter that they're down bodies. And here comes Zach Yachimic and Justin Cornel past the 50-yard line, but they both get smoked, and that is going to do it. Houston Heat going to win the overall series title and advance to the final. And they will be playing the ML Kings to see who's going to win the 2015 Millennium
That's
World
going to be
Cup.
a game, huh?
Yeah.
ML Kings kind of in their head.
Yeah, because they beat them in
and they
the
beat them the
prelims.
last tournament.
Oh, they did beat them the last tournament.
So yeah, I mean, whoa. If anybody can beat Heat, it's going to be the ML Kings.
They've already proved it here at this
They
event.
have, and you know, Dalton turns it up, Kyle turns it up, and the rest of those guys turn it up.
Yeah, well, and Kyle Spica is playing some awesome paintball as as the second attacker, playing the back player extraordinaire all of a sudden.
Yeah. He's just he's starting to think for himself. He's starting to make moves, and you know, you saw him up in the center against us, and he was really impressive, I will say.
Yeah, so we'll see if Dalton and Kyle Spica can continue to be the dynamic duo for the ML Kings, and Slava's played pretty good for him too.
Absolutely.
Slava's very consistent, so that the stage is set. But before we get to that final match, we're going to also have the other divisions final matches out here as well too. The RMG Symphony taking on Uprising, and then before we get to a quick break, and also during the break, we're going to have an interview that we recorded on Thursday with the leaders of the 3 teams talking about this event. But let's go down with Maurice in the pits.
And I'm down here with the pits with a happy 2015 Millennium Series champion, Yaya.
Yes, we started this journey 3 years ago, and you know, that was one of our set goals, to win the series. And that was a big thing when you come to Europe. You know, it's winning a tournament over here or a few, and then you know, winning the series title. And yeah, we just closed it right there, but we're still not done yet.
So if we can sum it up,
as far as
the game here.
Oh, you know, that was a nail biter. Impact's a great team. We expect it to be like that, and I think that, you know, hats off to them. They played a great game. You know, we just ended up being able to play as a team and pull it together.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Congratulations. Go and have fun with the team, and we'll see you at the finals. And back to you, Maddie.